What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Night of Eternity. Night of Eternity was first. Alejandro, you were right there, bro. TJ with the first. What is going up, guys? What's going on? Night. Alejandro, TJ, Fajerio, Nico, Gina, MeX, Mr. Crypto James. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day today. It's Thursday. The week is almost over. Tomorrow is Friday, and I think I need a drink. I ain't gonna lie. I think I need me a nice little drink. Bro, I forgot to grab me a tea before I started. If I go ghost for like 30 seconds, I'm running to go get a tea. All right, but we'll keep it with water for right now. What's going on, Larry? Sig. What is going on, guys? So let's just jump right into this. Make sure before we even start, hit that like. Let's just get it over with. Hit that like, and let's get going. So today, the markets are trying to rebound. Today. Bitcoin came up and basically tapped both times the spot that we have as some resistance. It is support. Until we break it again, it is going to be resistance for right now, and that's going to be that 59.6 right there. 59, yeah, right under the 59.6 area. You can see both times we basically slapped that area and got rejected. So I'm thinking what we're going to need to see is us keep retesting this level. Hopefully we'll break through tomorrow and we'll start our run back up towards the 70,000s. But I honestly think things are looking good, especially for Bitcoin. For Milady. Milady actually flipped a good spot right now where we bounced above the 15.5. And we actually have been finding some support. We did break it briefly, but we broke right above. So with that being said, I would like to see us just continue to kind of consolidate and find that solid support above that 15.5, 15.6 area, somewhere around there. And I think we're going to be good as far as moving up from here. I'm so happy that I actually remember what I told you guys my play was. I try to keep it transparent with you guys on the moves that I'm making. And you guys remember I did sell off Milady somewhere like around here. I think it was like the 21, somewhere around there. And I actually bought I got my whole position, and I still had a chunk of money left. I'm kind of pissed because I should have bought a crap ton more, but I was able to get that whole position that I basically sold off right down here, almost catching the bottom, somewhere around the 13 areas right here. So, I'm happy. I'm up, like 10% already on that move, and I was able to accumulate pretty much the same exact bag and still save hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of that move right there. So happy. Hopefully I can put it back into Milady, but maybe this is the time for me to buy in and grab that Myro that I've been talking about for like a friggin' solid 4 months now. I'm like, I'm going to get Myro. No, not really. I did buy Myro when it was 5 cents and sold at 37. So I'd like to get back in it though, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. What's going on? Adam, Soldier, BP in the house. What's going on, bro? Donald, Owen, what is going on? So let's just jump right into this, guys. So a couple big things today. First, let's check out the market cap. So you can see Milady obviously is starting to rebound. We're away from that 100 million. We're at about 114, 115 million. The volume is technically down today, but you can really look at the whole market. The volume for the whole market is down almost 30% for today. So that leads me to believe that, we are seeing somewhat of a move towards the upside, but nothing too crazy. We're not seeing any really big moves, particularly for the major projects. I'm sure there are a few here and there projects that have moved considerably today. I know DeFi is still killing it, and that's always a good thing. I feel like in the Discord, everybody's like literally switched over to DeFi. Everybody's going crazy about DeFi. Don't sell off all your Milady now. I'm telling you guys. We're going to the moon. Don't write Milady off because you're getting all into that DeFi craze. I know what it's like. Trust me, I know. But like I said, we're sitting around that 115 million. Right now, volume is down technically for Milady about 13%. One thing I wanted to point out is you guys remember during the halving, which only was a few weeks ago, Bitcoin's dominance got up to about, like 54%. I think it was a little over 54 if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the exact number, but you can see we've come down considerably on Bitcoin dominance, 52.7. And this is what we want to see. We want to see this Bitcoin dominance start trickling back down, sub 50%. I'm telling you guys, when we start getting into those 40%, even the higher 40s, but as we continue to move down, you're going to start seeing a lot of big movement on these altcoins. You're going to see massive movement on altcoins, and I think it's also going to bring in a lot of money as well into the DeFi space. DeFi space, like I said, has already been killing it. Imagine when I've been painting the picture for a while now. DeFi season, just like altcoin season, it's going to be coming. It always does. It follows lagged behind the market. Be ready, because I'm telling you, the massive amount of money, the massive inflow of just liquidity, it's going to come just like a freaking tidal wave coming into the alts, and then it's going to be coming into DeFi. If you guys think DeFi is crazy right now, mark my words. Hopefully in the next few months, maybe towards the end of this year when we're actually in the thick of DeFi, you're going to see something like Cronos, right? Cronos today, we'll check it out. Cronos today probably has $40 million, which is doing really well. It's been killing it lately, right? When we get into DeFi season, Cronos is going to be breaking probably $600 million, right? If Cronos is doing that, imagine what Solana, Ethereum, Binance, they're going to be at like 10 billion. So, I mean, that's when we're going to know that DeFi season is full in effect. And while we have this up, we might as well just address a lot of these projects, right? Because I know everybody's going to be asking about it. Real quick, what's going on, RJ? Cowie, what's going on, bro? TJ said Milady is still DeFi, just a couple of decks listing. I mean, you are correct, but I mean, they like once projects make it over to like, I mean, I guess you technically are correct because like Call, you consider Call still mostly DeFi, right? Even though it is listed on Crypto.com. I feel like Milady, though, is on a lot more. Obviously, it is on a few extra exchanges, central exchanges. I don't really associate Milady anymore with DeFi. I feel like when people buy Milady, for the most part, it's going through central exchanges. It's not really going through any swaps or anything like that. But, you know, I mean, we can look at the numbers where you can see. You know, you can see down here the number one transactions are Bybit, KuCoin, Gate.io, Crypto.com. Those are all going to be your major exchanges. Your DEXs are going to be down here for Milady. Uniswap, look at this. I mean, it's only doing 330,000, 300,000. So, I mean, you technically, I would have to put Milady out of central, decentralized finance, DeFi, and put it in with the centralized. Now, if we go and look at Call, I guarantee 90% of its transactions are still coming in through, or maybe not 90, but at least 50% of the transactions, if not more, are coming in through DeFi. So I still would consider Call DeFi, you know. Speaking of Call, we did have a big dip in Call today. It did retrace a big chunk, but it looks like it got eaten up really well. You guys can see we dropped down to the 76. I didn't even see how far we dropped down. Dropped down to the 76. Still in this trend. If anything, I'm going to bring the trend line down. We'll see if this thing can break this trend line. You can see it's pretty much coming up to test the trend if I move it in a little bit. But you can see last trend we broke through. This obviously had a big thing to do with Call actually getting listed on Crypto.com. So, you know, it was definitely going to break through. Now I think we're getting into a big test to see, you know, is Call going to continue on this run, or are people going to continue to take profits? Obviously, you can see the community is still strong because even though there was a big sell pressure for us to drop down here, the dip was eaten up fast. I think what we obviously want to see, if you're still holding on to Call, is this thing break above this trend line and start going on another run. Even if it doesn't come up and break new all-time highs, we want to see this trend line at least break, right? Because the trend is your friend, and right now it's making lower highs as we speak. So, but it is right there. It's not far from making a higher high, and all we need to break really to make a higher high technically would be around the 11 mark. So we'll see how that plays out. Another project that's been killing it, Ryoshi. Obviously, everybody on the Discord has been talking about Ryoshi. I hadn't checked Ryoshi all day today. When I did check it earlier, it was kind of going through a big sell-off as well. It broke the 236, you know, but I will say something about Ryoshi. For right now, they're running off that hype that they're going to be the next project that's listed onto Crypto.com. So, I mean, with as long as that kind of looms, right, I think they're going to have massive buy pressure. Any kind of sells are going to just be eaten up. So you can see any of these dips has been eaten up, and they actually broke out of their trend line to come up, and they're literally getting close to making all-time highs again. So Ryoshi's looking great. Market cap at around 10 million. Who knows? Maybe it's going to go up to 100, right? But it is doing really well. So what's going on, Prodigy? Larry, what do you think? Let's see here. What do you think VGX Foundation, they have bought Voyager and parts of SafeMoon from bankruptcy? You know what, bro? I'm unfamiliar with that. We can look into that, but I did hear something about that, but I mean, I didn't like really look in depth with it. Anything that's associated, even though they're buying SafeMoon from bankruptcy, anything when I hear SafeMoon in it, I'm like, I don't get near it, right? It's almost like how people used to think about ICP, right? Everybody had bad taste in the mouth about ICP. Really, it wasn't their fault, but SafeMoon, whew. SafeMoon, right? SafeMoon. You guys remember I was bringing up this project the last couple days. I said I was buying in on push, and look at this. This thing's been killing it lately. It's running up. Ran up last night, made all-time highs. I wasn't able to catch the top of the high. I was pissed. I'm sitting there trying to sell off, right? Because I didn't have a big bag anyway, so I wasn't really tripping. I think I put like $100 in down here, right? And I tripled my money. I'm sitting here trying to sell off on, and I'm going to try to pronounce the swap. Is it Ibisu Bay, right? I've been calling it Etsby Bay. Ibisu Bay. I'm sitting here. That's the only place that you can buy and sell, I believe, Ryoshi and definitely push. So I'm sitting here freaking trying to sell off. It would not let me sell. I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I go to back. I flip it over. I'm like, well, let me buy? Hell yeah, it'll let you buy. But I'm sitting here trying to sell, and it would not let me sell for freaking 2 hours. I'm sitting here like, bro, I try to sell right here. It drops. I'm like, I was cursing, right? Flipping out. And then it bounced back up, and I was finally able to make a sale. I forgot like what I was doing. I had to like click into 1,000 different things for me to freaking finally get a sale taking place, and I sold off up here. So, it's not a bad project. I don't know much about it. I do know from talking to the guys on the Discord, they were saying that that if you hold Ryoshi, that they're putting in push in your wallet, like you're getting residuals, or it's almost like staking. You're getting some kind of a small percentage of push added into your bag. So if you didn't know that, check your bags. You're gonna have to check your wallets, but you should have push in there as well. And right now, depending on how much you grabbed, it is up like crazy, up almost 120% in the last 24 hours. So I definitely would check that out. Let's see here. Owen said, you heard the news, Crip, CEO of Binance, I think, went to jail for months. Is that true? Yes, sir. Yep, we covered it yesterday. CZ's going to jail, or he's got sentenced to 4 months in jail. I don't think it really didn't have any effect on the crypto market, because believe it or not, a lot of people didn't realize he had stepped down as CEO of Binance a while back. And I think it was because he kind of already knew what was going to happen. Imagine if he was actually the CEO of Binance and this happened, right? It would have been terrible. Binance probably, their BNB coin would have probably crashed, and Bitcoin probably would have took a dump as well off of just that news. Well, the fact that he already stepped down a while back, it was kind of like, it was news all over crypto for the day. But now if you look at the headlines, it's not really there anymore. It's kind of like everybody's moved on. I already told you guys, I don't have any ill will against him. I don't know exactly what he got charged for. We read the articles and stuff like that, and I still was like, what did he do? Like, I think it was some kind of fraud, or something like that, but it wasn't anything on like FTX level or anything like that. And he didn't, from what I don't know, I don't want to take back my words, but pretty sure he didn't like fraudulate his users whatsoever. So I don't know exactly what he was doing, for him to get arraigned and get sentenced for that 4 months. But the point of the story is he's probably going to do like 2 months, in a small, secure, prison sentence. You know what I'm saying? For him, it's going to suck because the guy's worth $40 billion. But imagine he goes and he does his bid for 2 months. He gets out and he's probably like, F crypto. Not like screw crypto. But he's like, I ain't getting involved as far as like being CEO of an exchange. Takes his $40 billion, his family, and moves on. Who do you think won there in that situation? I know I'll go do a 2 month bid for $40 billion. I don't know about you guys. I'll go in there for 3. For half of what he's got. I say that, and then 2 days later, I'm like, get me the hell out of here. It's not even that I'd be worried about my life. It'd be more, I think, the food. I'd be like, bro, they don't have burritos in here. You know, all I can do is do pull-ups and push-ups, and I gotta sleep with one eye open. I don't know if I can do that. I've seen too many scared straights. Ay. So RJ said, "What's the market cap on Push?" It's only 2.3 million right now. So I mean, it's down there. It's not too crazy. It's not too crazy. Oh, okay. So he was allowing money laundering. Okay, yeah, and that rings bells. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so unfortunately, you know, you go back 5-6 years ago, even 10 years ago, but I'm saying like 5-6 years ago, the markets were still were getting there, getting big, and there was a lot of laundering. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could move their monies around easily and kind of just like move it around and kind of switch things up and easily, you know, like not have to pay taxes. And now they're on your ass about everything, right? When I do my taxes, I swear from like 2 years ago to when I do it now, I do it on TurboTax. Oh, that brings me to today's video is brought to you by, I'm just kidding. No, but I do it on TurboTax, and freaking like the number one question when you're starting to go into like your the money you've made, they're like, have you traded any digital assets? Do you know anything about crypto? I'm like, they're like asking the same question like 5 times. I'm like, bro, absolutely not. I don't even know what you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Eduardo said that's only if you own Push. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Eduardo? Are you talking about the getting the rewards? If you no. So if that's what you're talking about, so if you own Ryoshi, they will every day. I think it's daily. They're adding Push into your wallet, like a small amount, and it's probably based off of how much you own of Ryoshi, and also transactions on Push. So someone was saying here, Bitcoin is down. Milady is doing pretty well. I still believe it will explode. I still believe with you, Gora. Exactly. I mean, honestly, if you look at Bitcoin's charts and you look at Milady, I mean, you can say Milady's down too, right? From, I mean, some of these highs that we just came off of, you can say Milady is down. And same thing for Bitcoin. You can say off these highs that we just came off of, to zoom out, you can see, you know, we're down, right? So, I mean, the markets are kind of in sync as far as Bitcoin and Milady. So, I mean, we're pretty much going to be doing what Bitcoin does, unless if and when we get that big news that, you know, like Milady is getting dropped on Binance or something like that. I feel like it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Some big news is coming that's stirring up for Milady. Nothing big that's been happening yet, right? It's like it's been all quiet, you know, quiet all on the forefront. But I think down the road, here soon, it's going to happen when we least expect it. Something big's going to happen for Milady, and we're going to start rallying. So let's jump into some news real quick, give you guys some hopium. So Bitcoin price prediction as meme coin market recovers, time to buy. As the meme coin market shows signs of revival, Bitcoin also displays robust market activity, trading at approximately 59,140 with a 24-hour trading value of about 35 billion. The cryptocurrency has increased around 3.25% in the last day, mirroring the gains seen in the recovery meme coin market. With its market capitalization holding steady roughly around 1.16 trillion, Bitcoin maintains its status as the leading digital asset amidst fluctuating economic indicators and legislative change. So it says meme coins recover. PopCat. The meme coin market has experienced a resurgence with several smaller cryptocurrencies posting impressive gains. Among these, PopCat stands out with its notable market movements. Let's look here. PopCat's, I think, there it is right here. PopCat, you can see up 30%, so not too bad. But you know what's up? Look at the bubbles for today. I mean, we're doing good. We're in a green. Obviously, we're recovering today, but we're doing solid. And I was noticing that as I was starting the stream. BONK's up 11%. PEPE's up almost 9%. Floki again up 5%. Dog with Hat up 6%. You know, you can look at a lot of these meme coins that are the bigger gainers right here on the bubbles. Obviously, our Arweave is probably the biggest one of the top 100s. Craig, where you at? Ondo's up 6%, bro. But you can see Beam. Where's Beam's up 4%. Where's its competitor? Where is it? I was just seeing it. Where's Gala? I know it's like right in my face. Where is it? I could have sworn I just seen Gala right in my face, but I guess I didn't. But let's see here. So the current price is at 58 cents. PopCat has a market capitalization of approximately 577 million. It has generated significant trading volume amounting to around 136 million in the last 24 hours. See what I'm saying? $136 million in volume. Milady right now is still only doing about 10 million. We still have so much ground to cover, and we will get there, guys. Don't worry. The coin circulating supply is about 231 million PopCat. That's not even a high supply. Toshi has experienced a notable rise, currently priced at around a fraction of a penny. It boosts a market capitalization of around 153 million. It has seen trading volume of approximately 2.11 million over the 24 hours. That's low as hell. Only $202 million. We've done a lot more than that today. Toshi's circulating supply stands roughly at around 5.63 billion coins. The coin has recorded nearly 24% increase in the past day, signaling a strong investor interest. Oh, look what's doing good. All right. I mean, look at it cocking you. When the editor was putting in here, he's like, bro, did you mean to put this cock in you? He's like, yeah, bro. It's a hot project out right now. He's like, cocking you? Yeah, dude, cocking you, you sick. Another player in the meme coin market is trading at much lower price point of, how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros in the 27 mark with a market cap of 189 million and a 24-hour trading volume of 5.57 million. Cockinu shows a more modest daily gain of 1.5%. Its massive circulating supply of over 2 trillion cocks, that's a lot, 2 trillion cocks, reflects as an abundant availability. In PEPE is actually up as well. What's PEPE up though? Let's see here. PEPE is up. Oh yeah, PEPE's up 10% today. Nice. Let's see here. Yeah, 9%. What is Myro doing? Myro's up about 5%. See here. Crypto James just blessed somebody with a membership. Nice, bro. Appreciate that. David looks like he was the one to accumulate that membership. We have a members only airdrop coming up this weekend, guys. Saturday's going to be the big day. Saturday's the big day for the airdrop. If you're interested in getting that airdrop and also getting exclusive content, make sure you guys hit that join. Come join the members only stream that we have every weekend on how to be a better trader. And like I said, we have a big airdrop coming up. So yeah, Bitcoin, meme coins, yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good today. Pretty much like I said, this pretty much just spells out what the markets are doing today, right? We're all in the green for today. Everything, is in that recovery mode right now, right? We've been kind of beat down in the last few weeks. A lot of projects were at some good prices. They were at some good prices, honestly. Like I said, I took advantage of selling before the drop and reaccumulating, my bag of Milady, saving a massive amount of money, right? Without getting the same amount of Milady, but saving a big chunk. I was able to get it at pretty much a 30% discount. So I was pretty stoked about that. But I mean, those projects that we were looking at that were down like crazy the last few days, right? So I mean, it was one of those days where, and I know people were talking about it in the chat that it was just like, it was a shopping day, right? It was like almost like Black Friday and crypto. It was one of those days where we get them here and there. It's down. If you have the dry powder on the side, take advantage of it and eat those dips up, right? So Gene said, what's your price prediction for MOG and PEPE in the next 3 months? I mean, honestly, it's kind of rough to say the next 3 months because, we don't know what's ahead of us. What, historically speaking, the markets should be recovering in the next few weeks, possibly the next month, where Bitcoin should be on another run, getting up towards these all-time highs, right? If with that being said, then you're going to see a lot of, all our projects start rallying back up. And really, we're at 60,000 right now. We're at 59.3. Honestly, it's going to take a few solid days for Bitcoin. That's all we need is a few solid days. The market will flip. Everybody will turn bullish like crazy, right? And then we're going right back up to the moon. That's how fast it happens. You guys know this, right? We wake up one day and Bitcoin's going to be at like 62, 64,000, and it's just going to continue to just keep running and running and running and start knocking on $70,000 door. So with that being said, you know, a lot of these projects are going to basically do the same thing, right? And you have a project like MOG that's only at around a $200 million market cap. You're going to start seeing some solid moves, if not obviously faster and bigger moves, because the market cap's a fraction of what Bitcoin is, right? Looking at MOG for the month, though, it's honestly holding pretty strong. It's at down 7% for the month. So I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'll pull up the charts because I know we do have a MOG chart. I just don't remember which one it is. We haven't looked at MOG. There it is. The MOG people haven't been coming in and asking me about MOG in the last few weeks. I noticed that. I don't know what it is. I don't do it, but I notice that people, it's like when the markets are down, like it's like you can look, like I look at my YouTube views and it's the same way as how the market is. If the market's up, I'm getting over 1,000 views. Sometimes I'll do like 2,000 views on my streams, right? But when the markets are down, it's like 3, 4, 5, 600. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't have to even look at the charts. I can just look at my views and I can tell you how the charts are looking, because it's just like I don't know where people, like, they don't want to look at crypto when it's down. You know, all of us obviously we're diehards, but I'm saying, like, you know, like right now we have what, solid 40 people in here. When the markets start rallying in the next few weeks, we're gonna have 120 people back in here, right? And I just want, whenever it happens, I'm gonna ask them, like, where were you guys at like a few weeks ago? Like, I really want to know, where do you guys just not turn on YouTube? Do you guys not look at the charts anymore? Like, some people are like that when the stuff's down. They're like, I don't even want to look at crypto anymore. I don't know. I can't do that, bro. I'm like, every day I'm just on the charts. It's just part of a lifestyle that we have, right? So everybody's different. I'm not criticizing. I'm just wondering. So let's see here. So for MOG, you can see MOG is coming up to a pretty crucial spot right here at the 61 that we've had marked. You know, breaking that 61 is going to be a big spot as far as, you know, turning back bullish. But honestly, I think long term, like I said, Bitcoin starts rallying. It broke out of the trend. Bitcoin starts rallying. MOG's going to start running, right? I mean, it's got a small market cap, has a decent community behind it. I do think that it's going to start running. What do I predict as far as prices in the next 3 months? Bro, who knows? Like I said, maybe ask me when we start moving back up. We'll start pinpointing spots, because obviously we have previous charts to look at as far as what are going to be some solid resistance and support. But for right now, I wouldn't worry about where we're going to be at in 3 months, other than I do think in 3 months, to answer your question, that we're going to be up from where we're at right now. That's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it happens, right? What's going on, Jojo? Donald said, hey, is it worth buying a portion of Bitcoin if you can afford the whole coin? If you're saying, is it worth buying a portion of Bitcoin if you can or can't afford a whole coin? One thing I will say, bro, is having Bitcoin in your portfolio is nothing but a plus. Nothing but a plus, right? So I always use this analogy. You want to have a diverse portfolio, right? You want to have big, large caps, mid caps, and small caps. When you have small caps like this MOG, or when you have like Milady, you're going to see more fluctuations in your portfolio because it has a small market cap. So you're going to see more dramatic moves up and down. So you want to have, you know, those are going to be your bigger movers though, if and when the markets start rallying, right? You get small, then you get medium. Medium caps for right now, before we really get into a crazy bull run, right now my mid cap range would be pretty much anything at around 400 million to about 800 million. That's going to be a mid cap coin for myself. A large cap would be, and real quick to backtrack, the mid caps are going to have middle kind of swings, right? You're not going to see the big dramatic moves like you see on Milady, but you still are going to see some decent dramatic moves because the market caps aren't technically enormous yet, right? And then it leads me to the large caps like Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, I was going to say like Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, you can say some of the other ones like Solana, even PEPE and BONK and all of them are considered large cap coins now, right? But what I'm getting to is your large cap coins normally, and I'm going to take the meme coins out of it for right now because meme coins do have big swings whether they're big caps or not. I'm going to take out the meme coins and put in like Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. The swings on those are not going to be as much going up and going down, right? You're going to have that stability. And that's why I always preach you want to have a diverse portfolio so you can counterbase those big swings from the bottoms, the small caps and the mid caps, right? The large caps will kind of give you that baseline to where you're if we have a bad day, your portfolio isn't down 70% in a day, right? Because you still have a baseline. You have Bitcoin, it's only down 3%, while the rest of the market is down 20, 30, 40%. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm getting to is if you can afford any kind of Bitcoin, I encourage you to have some in your portfolio. I really do. I encourage having some, even if it's a small amount. Let's see here. Jojo, what's going on, brother? Flip said, what's a good DeFi project? Fajurio answered and said, Crees. Jasmy, what's going on, brother? I ain't seen you here in a few days. He said he's here listening in the background. I appreciate that, bro. Make sure you guys hit that like. So we can jump right back into DeFi real quick. So somebody asked, what is some good DeFi projects? Well, I mean, it depends. What ecosystem are you looking at? If you're looking at Cronos has been hot lately. I ain't gonna lie. Cronos has been really, really moving. And let's go into Cronos real quick. Cronos honestly has been moving. I've been very impressed on what's going on. This is the project. This morning, I'm trying to buy in on Ebisu Bay, right? Project drops. It's down here, somewhere around this area, and I'm trying to buy in. I'm trying to buy a big bag, and it would not go through. It would not go through. I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here for 20 minutes trying to buy in, and it's not going through. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Well, now you can see the damn thing's up 2,000%. Kind of pissed, but it is what it is. This project's running the biggest mover today on Cronos, Bounty Crow, that just dropped. Look at this, Crowrilla. Crowrilla. That's hilarious. How long has this thing been out? For 6 hours. It's got some big swings. Market cap still relatively small. This project doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's been out for 6 hours. The liquidity is not too bad for Cronos, so I don't know. I'll keep an eye on this project. Let me see here. If this thing can drop anywhere around where we found some support, somewhere around this 11, 12 mark, I'll probably throw a little bag at it. Let me see here. Looking at some other projects real quick. So to answer your question though, Flip, good DeFi projects. If you're looking at Cronos, everybody's been buying in on Ryoshi. Ryoshi's been killing it recently. You can see it's basically coming up towards its all-time highs again. Ryoshi's not doing bad. Someone put in the chat Crees. Crees has been killing it. Small market cap too at only 1.6 million versus Ryoshi's is at what, 10 right now? Yeah, it's at 10 million. Croak has been another one that's been killing it steadily. I mean, every day that I have to come in and adjust the damn fib retracement because it keeps making new highs for Croak. This thing has been literally moving like crazy at around 7 million. Yeah, Crees. Did we just look at Crees? I think we did, right? Crees is, killing it. I don't have any charts up for Crees, but you can see this thing has just been steadily moving up 100+% for today. So Cronos is back alive, people. It really is. Cronos is back alive. I will say that. So pretty exciting times. I like Solana. I really do, but I just feel so much more secure buying off of Cronos. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you have to be careful because there's still massive rug pulls on Cronos. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's such a slower pace as far as buying in on a lot of these projects. And there's still, to this day, you're seeing a lot of these projects doing crazy because there's not massive competition. On Solana, there's literally thousands of projects every single day that are dropping. So there's just massive competition. There's massive distraction. And what I mean by distraction is, you'll have a big project that'll drop. It's doing really well. Then you have another big project right behind it. 20 minutes later that drops. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm taking my money out of here. Now I'm putting it in there, right? And they just keep doing it over and over and over and over because there's just so much going on Solana. So Donald said I should have bought when it was at 15. Bro, you can't beat yourself up. Hindsight 2020, bro, right? Buy High said, have anybody seen Capone Bear new project on Cronos? I don't know if I've seen it, but we'll pull it up. How new is it? I don't see it on here, bro. 2 weeks. I'll type it in. Oh, yeah, because I'm looking at freaking like brand new projects. There it is. It's been running. Market cap is very low. I mean, not a terrible thing. I mean, liquidity is low, not too terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Market cap is not terrible. It is low. Could be a good opportunity. I mean, the fact that it's been out for 20 days or more, you can rule out that it's not a rug pull, right? Because if it was a rug pull, they would have pulled it a while back. So, I mean, this right here wouldn't be a bad play. Possibly, if you can get in at the right time, this thing could run. The only thing that's holding this back is that it's not on the top trending. If this thing can get on the top trending for Cronos, you'll start seeing a lot of money come flowing in. Like, you see how I had to type it in to pull it up because it's like buried down there. Dowdy said Mary is the next to be listed. Uh-oh. Fajerio said NFK. You already know, brother. What is Mary doing? Oh, Mary's right here. Did I skip it? Damn. It's always a good sign, right? When you got to come in and adjust your fib retracement. This bad boy shot up. So yeah, it's not doing bad at all. Market cap 21 million. I wouldn't be surprised, if this thing does get listed soon. You can see it had a nice run up, made all-time highs, bounced off the 382, I think that is. Let me zoom out. Yep, bounced off the 382. Oh no, that's the 382. Bounced off that 382 and look where it was consolidating right at the 236. Came back up and actually retested its high. Came back, like I always tell you guys, as long as it bounces off the 236, I'm going to stay bullish. Came back, bounced off the 236, and you can see it's looking like it wants to continue on a run. So if you can, and this goes for Ryoshi too, if you can keep that speculation going as far as possible getting listed on Crypto.com, I think these projects are going to continue to run right now, right? I was telling some people in the Discord, because in like Ryoshi's Discord, they're talking about getting listed. They're showing screenshots, and I'm like, bro, I hope they do, because if they don't, you better believe people they're gonna be freaking pissed and they're gonna drop out. So I do think that Ryoshi's been absolutely killing it lately. So I think that they are. I don't have any doubt. Same thing with Mary. If they're on their Discord or whatever and they're talking about getting listed on Crypto.com and it becomes months down the road and they don't, people are going to flake out, right? And imagine, in the next few months, there's going to be probably another 100 freaking meme coins dropping on Cronos. So people's interest could shift. So the time is now on getting listed. Yeah, so he's saying the community's strong. That's awesome, bro. That's like the foundation is building that community, right? Shed, what's going on, bro? EO said moon on Cronos. Oh, and when did you start investing in Milady? Are you there when it was at 7 zeros? When did I start buying in? I still keep my arrow on there when I bought in. You see this arrow right here? That's the bottom. That's when I bought my first bag of Milady. Right here, we were somewhere around the 18, 19 on 7 zeros. But Crip no FUD fashion, I sold off on this pump right here, right? Which honestly wouldn't have been a bad play if I would have picked some up again back at that level, and I didn't. I waited till, well, I think I did pick some more up, and I sold on another pump, and then this thing shot. No, I did, because I held. That's right, because I was involved in, I don't remember. You guys know how I am, man. I buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. But I'm holding for now. I'm holding Milady for sure. But when I bought in on Milady, that it was down. It was down there at the bottom. Like literally at the low of Milady. At around that 18, 19 mark. 7 zeros. And that's pretty much when I started actually, I came up with a channel and we were covering Milady. I think I already had the channel going. But I started really, focusing on a lot of Milady because I could see the community was building. You know what I'm saying? And obviously I was invested in the project, so I was very interested in just, covering the project as well. So Dowdy said never selling a bull run. But we weren't in a bull run yet, bro. We weren't back here. This was back in this was early 2023. We definitely weren't in a bull run, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, in general, I completely understand. That's my problem, and I know we all have the same. A lot of us have similar problems. Trust me, because I see the charts. You buy in, especially in the bear run. I'm not ever when we're in a bear market. That's like where I thrive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just buying. I always get myself in great positions, but then when I'm up like crazy, I always sell a little too early, right? I did it for ICP. I did it for Fetch. You know what I'm saying? I was buying ICP at like $1. I forgot what. Oh yeah, $3.90. I think it was. Fetch I was buying at like 15 to 17 cents. You know what I'm saying? And those went absolutely crazy. And I could go down the list of stuff that I was buying on this previous bear run, that I ended up selling way too early. So it is what it is. Shed said, I'm telling you, laugh aloud, only thing on a bull run right now is Trader and Soul. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Yeah. We'll check it out, bro. If you want to check the charts out, that's all you got to tell me. What is it called? Trader? Chill, guys. I'm not a scammer. Is this really it? Oh my gosh. And his actual face. That's crazy. I guess being transparent like that, it works, right? He's like, bro. He's like, dude, I'm not a scammer. And he literally, I'm sure that's probably him right there. That's hilarious. It's definitely on a run, up 500% for today. When was this drop? 2 days ago, yeah. So this thing's on a nice run. For sure. I forgot to go get my tea. Darn it. Sheb said, hey, bro, here to say hi. Not asking about Leah again. You want to check out Leah, bro? We've already, might as well, right? We're already devoted on it. My question is which one was it again? I don't remember. I think it was this one. Yeah, it is. So nothing's changed yet from yesterday, bro. But it does, it did come down and make a lower low. Remember, I told you the trend was down, obviously. So you're going to want to see this break this trend for it to get back bullish. Honestly, only thing I can say is if you're long-term on the project, it's a wacky-ass project right here with all these swings. But if you're long term on the project, you know what I'm saying. I would say where you're at right now wouldn't be a bad spot to just be adding to the bag, right? Adding to the bag, hoping for the best. I wanted to check out this news article real quick. BlackRock sees, let's see here, sovereign wealth funds pensions come into Bitcoin ETFs. So let's see here. Financial institutions are holding diligent and research conversations with BlackRock, playing an educational role, said Robert, the firm's head of digital assets. BlackRock has been talking about Bitcoin on these sorts of institutions for several years. While becoming the biggest spot Bitcoin ETF would be an impressive milestone, BlackRock says it isn't really focused on the size competition with Grayscale. Don't be fooled by the first break in inflows into spot Bitcoin exchange trading funds. After 71 straight days, the current lull is likely to be followed by a new wave from different type of investors, said Robert, head of the digital asset of BlackRock. The coming months could see financial institutions such as sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, and endowments start to trade in the spot ETFs. Let's see here. The firm is seeing a reignition of the discussion about around Bitcoin, which turns on the topic of allocating to Bitcoin and how to think about it from portfolio construction perspective. So even BlackRock, even though they're speaking of really the ETFs, outflows of ETFs, I think we already know, historically speaking, what we're going through right now is on par to what we've seen on all the 4-year cycles, right? We've seen this every 4-year cycle, and it always follows up with a big run. So even the BlackRock is saying that they're anticipating in the next few months that Bitcoin is going to just start flipping again, and there's going to be a big influx of money coming in to Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies. So just reading the comments. Donald said, I think the DEX screener has made a huge difference in crypto. DEX screeners have been out for years. It really has. It's been out for years. And believe it or not, we all use DEX screener. There's other platforms that are honestly they're just as good, if not better, than DEX screener. But I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying as far as like them just being very abundant and a lot of people using, especially I'm sure there's a lot more people nowadays using DEX screener for trading and stuff like that. Obviously in the DeFi world. That's why I'm telling you guys, I think this DeFi season is going to be epic. Because you go back, 2021, the markets were big. We saw a big wave of new investors coming in, but I think compared to 2001 to 2024, 2025, I think it's probably going to be doubled. Double the people trading, double the money coming in. The only thing that I would say is during 2021, it was inflated as far as the money because there was a lot of people that got, all the stimmies, all that money was flowing around. So that's the only reason why I would say, maybe not double particularly because there was a lot of money, a lot of free money that was flowing around that people were taking advantage of. If you were smart getting those stimmies, if you were able to and you weren't hurting and you could invest it at that time, they were handing out stimulus checks before the bull run actually went in effect. So if you took all that money and put it into the market, bro, you easily 10x'd your stimulus checks. Yeah, Gina said it's easy to navigate DEX. No, I love DEX. I honestly love DEX. That's why I bring it up. I have other platforms that are saved. I use my DEX screener. It's my go-to, right? So I definitely agree, for sure. Definitely agree. So real quick, I want to share some levels real quick about Bitcoin. So obviously our next spot that we have to break is this spot we keep hitting our head on. That's going to be at the 90. We'll be there soon. 90. The 59.6 right here. The 59.6 is going to be the next spot for some big resistance. Obviously, you can see we've already hit our head multiple times on that. We're going to need to keep retesting that spot. As soon as we flip that 59.6, next spot that's going to be a big spot for some resistance is going to be all the way up here at the 61,600, somewhere around there. That's going to be the next spot for some big resistance. But honestly, these spots can easily get blown through on some big, powerful days, right? You guys know those days where we wake up and Bitcoin is just pumping like crazy. It seems like it's not going to stop. Those days will be coming. We'll be flying by. Hopefully, we can naturally just break some of these levels, and then we'll see those days where we're just pumping like crazy. And I think once we break this 61.6, the next spot is going to be 64.9. We've talked about this level so many times. You can see we were hitting our head on it multiple times. This 64.9 is going to be a big spot. Once we break that 64.9, I honestly do think that we're going to be breaking up towards 70,000 fast and swiftly. So the only thing that I can say, and I've been saying this for the last few weeks, I honestly been saying it for the last few months, is if we do see dips, even right now, we're technically not out of a big dip. We're still kind of hovering around, haven't really recovered much, but we are up slightly. Right now, still isn't a bad time to be dollar cost averaging in on a lot of your projects. If history plays itself out like it's done pretty much every time on 4-year cycles, we are in the mix of a big run coming up in the next few weeks to maybe the next month or two. Somewhere around that time frame, we're going to start rallying, and I'm telling you guys, it's going to be fast. You're going to be looking back, like Donald said, and he's like, I should have bought Bitcoin at 15,000. But you guys are going to be saying, I should have bought Milady at whatever it is, 15, at the 15 mark, right? I should have bought Milady when we dipped down here. You should have bought Solana right now, because Solana's technically down 130, 138. You can see we got these levels mapped. And if you guys are interested on how I find these support levels and resistance, make sure you guys join the members only stream. We did cover it this past weekend as far as finding spots for some support and resistance. So $5 to join, and you'll be eligible to get that airdrop. We're going to be airdropping everybody that's a member this weekend on the NFK token. So Gene said, how much is Bitcoin down from its all-time high? I want to say we mapped it out yesterday. It was around 20%, but let's check and see. It was like 21%, if I'm not mistaken. So this is our all-time high. And where we're at right now, 19%. But where we were currently at yesterday was around 23%. So we've recovered a little bit. We're about 19% away from our all-time high. That's honestly not far. That's not far at all for Bitcoin. That's like a solid, like maybe a few days of some real pump. We could easily get there. So, but we'll do it naturally, slowly but surely. We'll start moving up. We will have days where we're, going crazy parabolic, and then we'll have stop times where we're chopping sideways, holding the gains. You guys know how it goes. And then we're going to see days like this, weeks like this, where the charts are just going to be pointing straight up. It's going to be coming again, guys. I'm telling you. We went through all the same stuff back in 2021, the exact same stuff. It was honestly, if this plays out in the next few weeks, I would say 2021 was worse, because it was just, like I told you guys, it was a big fakearoo. There was a time where we made all-time highs and we dropped back down to 29,000, and we sat there for like 2 months where people were like pulling their eyeballs out. Everybody's like, we're going back to $3,000. Even they had me even questioning. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I remember I told you guys this story all the time. I had just bought in on Ethereum at like 1,000, and we ran up Ethereum ran up to like 3,800, and I didn't sell, and then it came back down to 1,000. I was like, son of a beep. And you know what I did? It took everything out of me, because I was still a newbie in crypto, and I was like, you know what? I just started buying, just adding and adding and adding. I was buying it by the Ethereum. Like I wouldn't buy like a fraction. I would just buy a whole Ethereum, and I kept just buying. Whenever I had the full, I would just buy Ethereum. So I ended up accumulating a lot. And then when we ran back up to that 4,000, I was like, I ain't missing it this time. And I was watching like a hawk. And one day we jumped up on Ethereum. This was at the peak of the bull run. I didn't know it at the time, but we ran up. Ethereum ran up One day it went from like 35, it was at 42, and I remember I'm driving in traffic, and I was like, I am not missing this. I'm not, and I had just like tripled up on all my Ethereum from the last run, so I was like, I'm not missing this. Ethereum ran up to about 42, 43, and I actually sold off all my Ethereum. It was so hard to hit that sell button. Sold off at 43. Later that day, it did. That day, the next day, I think it ran up to about 47, and then we started to come back down. So, you know, can't time the tops, right? Can't time the bottoms, but, you know, you can get close. You can get close. So, but yeah, I do think that we're going to be fine. I really do. And, you know, all the stories that we've been having, like the ETFs in Hong Kong, I think that hasn't even played out yet. I think once we, you know, Bitcoin really starts building strength again, we get back into that bullish narrative. Right now, everybody's kind of like, it's not bearish, it's not bullish, it's kind of just like a limbo of boringness, right? You know how things move fast. As soon as we get back into that bullish run, watch how fast those ETFs over in Hong Kong are competing with the ETFs in America. Watch. This water's just not cutting it, guys. It's not. I need me a tea. I need tea. Let's look at the volume for the DeFi. So today's volume for for Solana is around 1.1, 1.2 billion. Ethereum 1.2 billion. Binance only 590 million. That's crazy. Arbitrum 470 million. Base 450. And then, like I said, for Cronos, we're at about 40 million. That shows you how not small, but just how low the volume is for Cronos right now. Because you have the top 5 right here that are all above 400 million. And then when you start getting down to these other ones like Optimism, Polygon, you drop down fast. 100 million. Blast is at 100. Avalanche 30. Cronos actually is doing better than Avalanche today at 40 million. So Cronos is creeping up. I'm telling you guys, just a few months ago, Cronos was at days where we were having $1-2 million in volume. Talk about freaking ghost town. We're slowly but surely creeping up, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, listen, guys. Calm day today. Nothing too crazy. If you gotten anything from the channel tonight, make sure you hit that like and understand what I'm saying. I'm not just speaking into mic and telling you guys we're going to be doing good. Give it time. Any more dips, obviously we're going to be here together for them, but I would just keep dollar cost averaging in. That's what I'm doing. Just dollar cost averaging in. Historically speaking, we're probably right before we start getting into the thick of the bull run. So don't get psyched out. Stay focused. Put your emotions to the side. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. We're going to all kill it together, and we're going to celebrate. So other than that, guys, I'm going to let it go. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I know it wasn't that long of a stream. Once we start going crazy in Bitcoin and everything like that, and the news articles are jumping, we'll have a longer stream. But for now, we're covering everything. We're here. We're talking about crypto. I hope you guys have a great night tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure you guys come join us. We got an airdrop coming this weekend. All right, guys. I thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night tonight. I'll see you later.